The content in this podcast is fully AI generated based on real news articles. Listener discretion is advised. For more detailed information and the original context, please refer to the links provided in the show notes, which direct you to the news articles this podcast is based on. Enjoy the show.
Welcome everyone to episode 16 of our podcast. I'm your host John, and with me today are the brilliant Joanne and the tech-savvy Jessica. Today we're kicking things off with a story that's as unsettling as it is fascinating, coming straight from the Washington Post. It's about women's faces being used without their consent for AI-generated ads. This includes everything from selling ED pills to, believe it or not, praising Putin.
Oh, John, this is a nightmare scenario for anyone in the digital age. The story revolves around Michelle Jans, a Christian social media influencer who discovered her image was manipulated into an ad for erectile dysfunction supplements while she was on her honeymoon. What's alarming is the realism of these deepfakes, where AI technology has advanced to the point of creating highly believable videos.
And it's not just any video we're talking about. They took Jans's most popular video, which was an emotional account of her divorce, and twisted it to make this ad. This just shows the level of sophistication we're dealing with. AI tools from companies like HeyGen and 11 Labs are being used to swap out audio on existing videos and animate the speaker's lips to match.
It's chilling, really. This misuse of AI is scooping up videos that fit a particular sales pitch demographic, predicting an explosion of ads made with stolen identities. And it's not just celebrities like Taylor Swift or Tom Hanks getting caught in this web, but everyday people with a modest social media presence are finding themselves victims too.
Absolutely, John. Another victim mentioned was Olga Loek, a 20-year-old student who saw her likeness praising Putin in a video that spread across Chinese social media sites. The violation of personal identity here is profound, with victims feeling helpless as these videos are difficult to trace and can spread rapidly.
And let's not forget the broader implications. Lucas Hansen from Civ AI pointed out that with cheaper promotional tools, we're likely to see a drastic increase in the volume of these attacks. This is turning into a small business for online criminals and state-sponsored disinformation programs.
Efforts to combat this kind of identity theft are struggling to keep up. We're seeing police departments and legislation lagging, making it tough for victims to find recourse. YouTube is working on policies to allow users to request the removal of AI-generated content, but it's a complex issue with no easy solutions.
Right, and the story of Carrie Williams, an HR executive who found herself in a similar situation, emphasizes just how widespread this issue is. Her experience underlines the personal impact and the shock of seeing oneself in such contexts, highlighting the need for more effective measures to protect individuals' identities online.
What's also noteworthy is the international aspect of this problem. With AI grifters playing the jurisdictional game, it becomes a global issue, transcending borders and complicating enforcement efforts. This truly is a modern-day Pandora's box.
It's a daunting challenge, indeed. But on a lighter note, it's time to move on to our next topic. Coming up, we have a thought-provoking opinion piece from the New York Times titled, in our own words, AI Trash Already Flooding the Internet. Stay tuned. Moving on to a thought-provoking piece from the New York Times, folks. It appears the digital landscape is becoming cluttered with what's been dubbed AI garbage. It's not just a mess, it's seeping into our culture and even affecting the language of scientific research, especially post the release of GPT-4 by OpenAI. Imagine, in the realm of AI, adjectives like innovative and meticulous have spiked in use. It's a real sign of the times.
John, it's fascinating, but also a bit alarming. This increase in glowing adjectives isn't just random. A study highlighted that in peer reviews for scientific conferences on AI, words like meticulous saw a more than 34-fold increase. It's as if the language models themselves are shaping how scientists talk about their work. But it raises the question, are AI models assisting too much to the point where they're actually writing these reviews?
That's the crux of the matter. The closer these reviews are submitted to deadlines, the more they seem to rely on AI assistance. It's like we're teetering on this ethical tightrope between using AI as a tool and letting it do the job for us. Where do we draw the line, especially when some uses veer into outright scams?
Absolutely, Jessica. And some of these scams are frankly bizarre. There's mention of a medical journal paper that featured a cartoon rat with oversized features. But then you have more subtle issues like inaccurate information that's difficult to catch unless you're really in the know.
It's a wild world out there with AI-generated content. And this isn't just about laughable mistakes. It's about the integrity of scientific discourse. If AI is generating or assisting in peer reviews, what does that say about the robustness of scientific progress and the authenticity of academic discourse?
Right, Joanne. And let's not overlook the impact on culture at large. This isn't contained to just the academic world. The pervasiveness of AI-generated content is influencing how we perceive information, culture, and even truth. It's a slippery slope from quirky AI quirks to misleading or downright false information becoming normalized.
The ethical considerations are enormous. It's one thing to laugh off a ridiculous image generated by an AI, but entirely another when the foundation of scientific research and cultural narratives could be at stake. The line between legitimate use and misuse of AI is getting blurrier by the day.
And let's not forget the responsibility of platforms and AI developers in this. As AI becomes more embedded in our lives, there's a critical need for guidelines, checks, and balances to ensure that AI enhances rather than detracts from societal values.
Exactly, Joanne. It's about striking the right balance between innovation and integrity. As AI technology evolves, so too must our ethical frameworks and regulations to prevent misuse and ensure that AI serves the public good, not just the interests of a few.
Spot on, Jessica. Well, as we ponder the future of AI in our culture, let's shift gears to something a bit more lighthearted yet equally relevant. Up next, we have an intriguing article from Fortune about Microsoft's efforts to curb our mischief with AI chatbots. They're designing what's called prompt shields to stop us from tricking their AI into doing weird stuff. This is going to be interesting. All right, folks, diving into something a bit lighter, but still quite serious in its implications. Fortune has reported on how Microsoft is beefing up the defenses of its AI chatbots against, let's say, the more creatively mischievous among us. They're rolling out what's called prompt shields to prevent us from leading their AI astray.
Yeah, John, it's like a digital cat and mouse game. Microsoft's Azure AI Studio is where the magic happens, allowing developers to craft their own AI assistants. But with great power comes great responsibility, and in this case, a hefty dose of digital security.
These prompt shields are essentially the AI's guard dogs, sniffing out and stopping what's known as prompt injection attacks. That's where you try to make the AI do something it really shouldn't, like, I don't know, write a love poem to a toaster.
And it's not just the obvious tricks they're worried about. Microsoft is also on the lookout for indirect prompt injections. That's where the bad guys sneak malicious commands into the AI's training data, which could lead to all sorts of nefarious outcomes like stealing user info or system hijacking.
Sarah Bird, who's the Chief Product Officer of Responsible AI at Microsoft, called these attacks a unique challenge and threat. The new defenses aren't just about detection, they're about blocking these malicious inputs in real time. It's like having a bouncer at the door of a club, but for AI.
Plus, there's this feature that alerts users if the model starts making stuff up or spews out wrong answers. It's a way to build trust, especially when AI's telling you something that sounds more like science fiction than fact.
Trust is the name of the game here. After some users managed to get Microsoft's Copilot chatbot to come up with all sorts of bizarre responses, Microsoft had to do some soul-searching. Turns out, users were deliberately trying to trip up the chatbot.
It's a fascinating situation. On one hand, you've got the limitless potential of AI. On the other, the human penchant for pushing boundaries and testing limits. Sarah Bird mentioned that as AI use increases, so does awareness of how to mess with it, which isn't surprising.
Absolutely, and let's not forget, Microsoft isn't going at it alone. They're OpenAI's largest investor and see this partnership as crucial to their AI strategy. Together, they're committed to deploying AI safely, recognizing that these jailbreaks are a fundamental weakness of the technology.
It's a balancing act between innovation and security. Speaking of security, our next topic takes us to a bit of a digital dilemma in New York City. From Fortune to the Markup, we're covering how NYC's AI chatbot ended up advising businesses to break the law. Stay tuned for that roller coaster. Now here's a twist that seems straight out of a sci-fi plot. The Markup reports that an AI chatbot launched by NYC Mayor Eric Adams to assist business owners ended up advising them to break the law. Yep, from telling bosses they could snag workers' tips to informing landlords it's okay to discriminate based on income source. New York, the city of dreams and apparently digital dilemmas.
This sounds like an AI rebellion, but it's actually a serious oversight in programming and data feeding. The bot was meant to simplify navigating city regulations for businesses, but it's dishing out advice that's not just wrong, but illegal.
Exactly, Jessica. What's shocking is how authoritative the bot seems while providing information that's, at best, incomplete and at worst, dangerously inaccurate. If you asked about accepting tenants on rental assistance, this bot would give you a thumbs down despite that being illegal discrimination in NYC.
And it's not just housing advice that's gone rogue. The bot's also clueless about consumer and worker protections. It told users it was fine to run a cash-free restaurant despite a city law against it, and even suggested it was okay to conceal funeral service prices. Misinformation galore.
What's even more baffling is the inconsistency. Test queries about landlords accepting housing vouchers got mixed responses, showcasing the unpredictability and unreliability of the advice being offered.
The ramifications are not trivial. Misinformation like this could lead businesses to inadvertently break the law, facing fines or legal action, all because they trusted a city-endorsed digital assistant.
The city's Office of Technology and Innovation has responded, saying the chatbot is a pilot program and will improve. They claim it's already provided thousands of people with timely, accurate answers. But as we've seen, there's a serious risk involved if the bot continues to make these kinds of errors.
It's powered by Microsoft's Azure AI services, which adds a layer of irony, since Microsoft and OpenAI are big names in pushing for responsible AI usage. This situation underlines the need for rigorous testing and validation, especially for applications that deal with legal information.
The bot represents a broader challenge facing AI applications in governance. How do we ensure that AI tools are providing reliable, accurate, and lawful information, especially when they're interfacing directly with the public on critical issues?
A crucial question indeed, Joanne. As we ponder that, let's gear up for our next story. XDA Developers reports on Microsoft's stance towards feedback on its AI Copilot. They're saying if you don't like the responses, the key might be in crafting better prompts. Sounds like a bit of a user manual approach to AI, doesn't it? Stick around for that discussion. Switching gears, let's delve into a fascinating piece from XDA Developers. It seems there's a bit of a learning curve when it comes to interacting with Microsoft's Copilot. The key to getting better responses? Crafting better prompts. According to Microsoft, it's not about the AI's capability, but rather how users are communicating with it.
That's intriguing, John. It looks like Microsoft is on a mission to educate users on the art of prompt crafting. They're making it clear that Copilot is more of a collaborator than a mind reader. This emphasis on collaboration over autonomy could change how we interact with AI chatbots.
I find the comparison with ChatGPT quite telling. People seem to expect Copilot to respond in the same way ChatGPT does, leading to some frustration. Microsoft's message is essentially, it's not us, it's you.
Exactly, Joanne. An employee mentioned in a Business Insider interview that customers often start off by comparing Copilot to ChatGPT, questioning why the responses aren't as polished, without realizing they're not utilizing Copilot correctly.
It's a classic scenario of expectation versus reality. Microsoft employees are stressing that Copilot and ChatGPT, despite sharing underlying technology, serve different purposes. Copilot demands a bit more finesse in how you pose your questions.
And there's an underlying message here about AI as a whole. These tools are incredibly powerful, but their efficacy is significantly influenced by how we as users engage with them. Microsoft is essentially pushing for a shift in user behavior.
It's a tall order, especially considering ChatGPT's popularity. Convincing users to adjust their approach to interacting with Copilot might be challenging, but it's an interesting strategy. Microsoft is banking on education to bridge the gap.
Training users to improve their prompt writing skills is a unique approach. It shifts the narrative from the AI needing to be smarter to the user needing to be more thoughtful. It's about partnership, not just technology doing all the work.
Right? And it's worth noting that this isn't just about making Copilot more useful. It's about fostering a more informed AI user base, which can only benefit the field in the long run. If people understand how to interact with AI more effectively, it could lead to innovations we've yet to imagine.
Well said, Joanne. Speaking of AI and the unexpected, next up we have a story from Gizmodo that's sure to raise a few eyebrows. It's about a request to replace a Mamma Mia star with AI in a BBC documentary. This should be an interesting discussion. Stay tuned. In a turn that seems like it's straight out of a futuristic novel, Gizmodo reports that Sarah Poyser, known for her role in the stage production of Mamma Mia, will be replaced by an AI in an upcoming BBC documentary. The decision, backed by the network, was made known through a rather blunt email from the producers, sparking a wave of discussions about AI's role in the entertainment industry.
It's both fascinating and a bit chilling, John. The BBC's move is part of a highly sensitive documentary featuring a contributor who is nearing the end of their life and now unable to speak. They plan to use AI to recreate the voice for a brief section of the film, a method that's been used before, even by the Beatles to recreate John Lennon's voice for a song.
The implications are enormous. On one hand, it's an innovative use of technology to preserve and recreate voices that would otherwise be lost. On the other, it raises serious questions about the future of voice actors and the acting profession as a whole.
Absolutely, Joanne. And it's not just the technology that's under scrutiny, but how it's introduced. Poyser's reaction to the email, shared on social media, along with the voiceover agency that represents her, the Voice Squad, expressing their support, highlights the need for a more thoughtful approach to such transitions.
It does seem like a pivotal moment, doesn't it? With voice technology advancing faster than video generation, voice actors might be among the first to feel the impact of AI on their jobs. The National Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, even went on strike to address this, among other concerns.
It's a wake-up call, really. While the BBC's use of AI is for a very specific and heartfelt purpose, it doesn't change the fact that it sets a precedent. How we navigate these technological advancements, balancing innovation with respect for the craft, will define the future of entertainment.
And let's not forget the mixed reactions from the public and industry professionals. Some see it as an exciting development, while others view it as a threat to traditional roles within the arts. The controversy surrounding the BBC's use of AI in promoting Doctor Who is a prime example of the backlash that can occur.
Indeed, John. The Doctor Who incident shows that the audience's reception to AI in entertainment is mixed at best. Fans and actors alike are calling for transparency in how AI is used so they can make informed choices about what they support.
And that brings us to a larger conversation about AI ethics and the human element in art. Where do we draw the line between utilizing AI to enhance storytelling and replacing human creativity and expression?
A question that's becoming increasingly difficult to answer, Joanne. But speaking of AI's impact, let's move on to our next topic. Tom's Guide reports that a new AI chatbot, Claude, has taken the top spot in rankings, pushing GPT-4 to second place. This competition among AI chatbots is heating up. In a stunning development reported by Tom's Guide, Claude 3 Opus has dethroned OpenAI's GPT-4, taking the top spot in the chatbot arena leaderboard. This marks the first time GPT-4 has been pushed to second place since its launch. The chatbot arena, relying on human votes for rankings, has now introduced us to what might be the dawn of the Claude 3 class model era.
That's quite the shakeup. It's interesting how the LM-Sys chatbot arena's unique method of blind ranking the outputs to identical prompts has highlighted the capabilities of Anthropic's next-gen AI model. The competition was tight, though, with the score between Claude 3 Opus and GPT-4 being very close.
It's a testament to how rapidly AI technology is advancing. Anthropic may not hold the lead for long with GPT-5 on the horizon, but for now, Claude 3's victory is reshaping the AI landscape. Also, the chatbot arena has become a fascinating battleground with over 400,000 user votes and models from Google, Alibaba, and more vying for the top.
What's remarkable is the diversity of models climbing the ranks, from French AI startups to Chinese tech giants, and even open-source models making a splash. It's a rich ecosystem that's continually evolving.
And let's not overlook the smaller yet mighty Claude 3 Haiku. Described as reaching GPT-4 level by user preference, its performance without the gargantuan scale of parameters is impressive. It showcases that size isn't everything in the AI world.
Indeed, Jessica, the arena's use of the ELO rating system, borrowed from chess, to rank chatbots rather than human players, adds another layer of intrigue. It highlights the chatbot's relative skill levels in a way that's easy to understand and compare.
But the arena isn't without its limitations. Not all models are included, and issues like GPT-4 models not loading or favoring models with live internet access like Google Gemini Pro present challenges. Still, it's a valuable tool for gauging AI model performance.
This battle among AI models is not just about technological supremacy, but also hints at broader trends in AI development. The fact that most top-ranking models are proprietary suggests that open-source models have some catching up to do.
And with Meta expected to release Llama 3, which is anticipated to compete with the likes of Claude 3, we might see a shift towards more open-source models making their mark in the arena. It's an exciting time for AI innovation.
Certainly is, Joanne. As we witness these groundbreaking developments in AI chatbots, our next topic takes us to a fascinating shift from chatbots to AI agents. Vox.com explains this transition and what it could mean for the future of AI interactions. Stay with us for that intriguing discussion. Vox.com has given us a fascinating glimpse into the future of AI with their exploration of the move from chatbots like ChatGPT to what's being termed AI agents. Unlike traditional chatbots, AI agents can act with independent agency, pursuing goals and completing tasks, much like a human assistant.
It's an intriguing evolution. Imagine an AI that doesn't just respond when prompted, but works continuously, organizing tasks, delegating, and even writing notes to itself. It's like taking a chatbot and giving it a to-do list and the autonomy to tick off items as it goes.
This shift could truly reinvent the way we live and work, as the article suggests. OpenAI and various startups are diving into this space, aiming to develop AI agents capable of significantly more autonomous action than what we've seen.
However, there's a catch. These AI agents don't quite work as well as hoped yet. and they present some clear challenges for AI safety. The concept is revolutionary, but the execution and implications need careful consideration.
Exactly, John. The potential for AI agents extends beyond mere convenience. It touches on transformative economic and societal roles. Yet, the road to this future is fraught with hurdles, including ensuring high accuracy and effective error correction in multi-step processes.
And let's not overlook the incredible advancements already made. Cognition Labs released Devin, an AI software engineer that can build and deploy web applications. While it's still a nascent technology, Devin represents a significant leap forward.
The ethical and practical questions surrounding AI agents are profound. Who's responsible when an AI agent designed to act independently engages in harmful activities? How do we manage the capabilities of these agents to ensure they don't become rogue?
And with the technology advancing so quickly, the urgency to address these issues is paramount. We're potentially on the cusp of having billions of AI agents with the capacity to act without direct human oversight, which is as exciting as it is daunting.
It's a balancing act between harnessing the incredible utility of AI agents and mitigating the risks they pose. Regulatory policy and robust testing mechanisms will be key to navigating this new frontier safely.
As we ponder the future of AI agents, let's shift to our next topic from XDA developers. They report that ChatGPT will finally start citing the sources it uses to generate its answers, marking another significant step in the evolution of AI chatbots. Stay tuned for that discussion. XDA Developers has shared an exciting update about ChatGPT. OpenAI has introduced a feature where ChatGPT now cites its sources, a move that greatly enhances its credibility and user trust. However, this feature comes with a catch. It's only available with the paid versions of the service.
That's a significant development, John. Citing sources not only makes the information more credible, but also allows users to delve deeper into the topics by following the links provided. It's a feature that Microsoft's Copilot has offered for free, which had set it apart until now.
It's a step forward for OpenAI, but the decision to restrict this feature to ChatGPT Plus, Team, and Enterprise versions raises questions about accessibility. Information trustworthiness shouldn't be a premium feature, should it?
That's a valid point, Joanne. The ability to verify information directly impacts user trust, especially in an era where misinformation can easily spread. Making such a crucial feature paid might not sit well with everyone.
And it puts Copilot in a favorable light, doesn't it? If you're looking for an AI that provides credible, traceable information without the premium tag, Copilot remains superior in this regard.
Definitely. While it's commendable that ChatGPT is implementing features to make its responses more trustworthy, the comparison with Copilot highlights a divide in the approach to user accessibility and information transparency.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Will OpenAI's move encourage more users to subscribe to the paid versions for this feature, or will it drive them towards Copilot for its free source citation?
Only time will tell, John. But one thing's for sure. The evolution of AI chatbots continues to bring both advancements and challenges, and how companies address these challenges will shape the future of AI interactions.
Absolutely, Jessica. The balance between enhancing features and maintaining user trust through accessibility and transparency will be key to the ongoing development and acceptance of AI technologies.
With that in mind, let's pivot to our next topic from Ars Technica. They're reporting that Google has noted running AI models on phones is quite the ram hog. It's another angle on the practical implications of AI technology. Stick around for that discussion. Ars Technica sheds light on a fascinating development from Google regarding its AI models, specifically the Gemini Nano, and their impact on smartphone RAM usage. Initially, Google announced that only the Pixel 8 Pro, not the Pixel 8, would run the latest AI model due to hardware limitations. This was puzzling since both phones were marketed as AI-centric.
That announcement was indeed perplexing, John. But Google has since updated its stance, revealing that the Pixel 8 will also get Gemini Nano, albeit as a developer option in the upcoming Android release. It's an interesting move that raises questions about the balance between AI capabilities and device performance.
And the RAM requirement is a significant factor here. The Pixel 8 Pro, with its 12GB of RAM, was deemed suitable for Gemini Nano. However, the Pixel 8's 8GB of RAM presented challenges, leading Google to worry about degrading the user experience.
Shang Chao, VP at Google, discussed on the Made by Google podcast how demanding large language models like Gemini Nano are on system memory. Features like Smart Reply require these models to be RAM resident, always loaded in memory, to be instantly accessible.
That requirement translates into a potential permanent loss of a significant portion of system memory, challenging the current baseline of 8GB of RAM for Android phones. It suggests that the RAM specifications for smartphones may need to increase to accommodate such AI models without compromising other app functionalities.
Interestingly, Google's Gemini Nano model is also making its way onto the Galaxy S24 lineup, which starts with 8GB of RAM as well. This highlights the universal nature of the RAM trade-off challenge across different devices and manufacturers when integrating advanced AI features.
Yet, there's a broader question about the user demand for such AI-powered features. With the generative AI hype at its peak, Google is keen on integrating AI into its devices. However, the practicality and desirability of AI features, especially those requiring significant RAM usage, remain debatable.
Absolutely, John. While AI features like auto-generating replies may sound innovative, they come at the cost of available memory for other apps. This forces users to consider whether the trade-off is worth it, especially when such features can be turned off.
It's clear that as AI continues to evolve and integrate into our devices, finding the right balance between innovation and practical usability will be crucial. This development from Google serves as a case study in navigating these challenges.
It's a complex issue, indeed. Next, we'll be looking at how AI is transforming the public sector, according to Quartz. They're exploring whether government work can become fast and efficient with the help of AI engineering. Join us as we delve into this intriguing possibility. Quartz brings to light the transformative potential of AI in the public sector, emphasizing how everything from local services to national infrastructure projects could be revolutionized. Boston Consulting Group estimates productivity gains could be valued at $1.75 trillion by 2033, highlighting the massive impact AI could have.
It's incredible to think about, John. With AI's automation and large language models, tasks like answering common questions and introducing efficiencies could greatly alleviate the burden on employees across various agencies. The predictive capabilities of AI could streamline case routing and even assist in decision-making for public leaders.
However, for such a transformation to occur, a significant shift in mindset within the public sector is necessary. This shift will require a digital overhaul, moving away from analog methods to embrace data acquired through modern technology.
That's a daunting challenge, Joanne. Government institutions, known for their cautious approach to new technology, face unique challenges in adopting AI. Trust and transparency are paramount, especially when it comes to handling personal data and avoiding AI biases.
Andy Cather, an AI engineer with Salesforce, shares firsthand insights on this. He mentions that despite governments being slow to adapt, the sheer scale and impact potential make the public sector well suited for AI benefits, particularly in making complex decisions more efficient.
Cather also highlights the importance of trust and the development of comprehensive AI policies as crucial steps towards AI adoption in the government. The recent executive order from the White House on AI is a step in the right direction, but more individual agency policies are needed.
He points out that AI can bring about consistent data, better decision support, and improved long-term planning for public institutions. For example, AI can standardize data intake, making information across agencies more consistent and leading to better reporting and tracking.
Data readiness is another key factor Cather emphasizes. Before leveraging AI, agencies need to assess their data's quality and how it can be acted upon. This approach paves the way for using AI in the flow of work, ultimately harmonizing data for predictive and generative AI use cases.
The stages of AI readiness Cather describes reveal a gradual process, starting with applying AI to specific internal processes and slowly expanding its use. This methodical approach helps ensure AI is adopted effectively without overwhelming the existing systems.
Cather's enthusiasm for AI's potential to bring consistency and efficiency to both public sector employees and citizens alike is infectious. As AI continues to evolve, its integration into public services could indeed revolutionize how government work is done, making it faster and more efficient. Wired dives into the creation of DBRX, the latest breakthrough in AI by Databricks. The team, led by Jonathan Frankel, has spent about $10 million and several months developing this model. It wasn't until the final tests were conducted that they realized they had created something extraordinary, surpassing all other open-source models in various benchmarks.
The decision to release DBRX under an open-source license is a significant move, particularly in an environment where the likes of OpenAI and Google keep their models under wraps. This approach by Databricks could democratize access to advanced AI technologies, fostering innovation across the board.
It's impressive how DBRX not only outperformed popular open-source models like Meta's Llama 2 and Mistral's Mixtral, but also came shockingly close to rivaling GPT-4, which is considered the pinnacle of AI. This achievement sets a new standard for open-source language models.
Databricks' commitment to transparency and collaboration by sharing the details of DBRX's development is noteworthy. This contrasts sharply with the secretive nature of AI development in some of the biggest tech companies, sparking a debate on the future direction of AI research and accessibility.
The broader implications for the AI field are exciting. With DBRX and other models being open-sourced, we're likely to see a surge in innovation as more researchers and developers get their hands on top-tier technologies without the prohibitive costs usually associated with AI development.
Ali Farhadi from the Allen Institute for AI highlighted the need for greater transparency in AI model development, especially amid growing concerns about the risks advanced AI could pose. The move by Databricks could encourage a shift towards more open and transparent AI development practices.
Indeed, Joanne, this move by Databricks could mark a pivotal moment in AI development, where open-source models begin to take center stage, challenging the current paradigm of secrecy and exclusivity. It's a development that could potentially reshape the entire AI landscape.
The impact on startups, entrepreneurs, and established businesses could be profound. By having access to high-quality AI models like DBRX, these entities might innovate at a pace previously only possible for tech giants with deep pockets.
The journey of creating DBRX also showcases the complexity and the collaborative effort required to build such a model. It's a testament to the hard work and ingenuity of the Databricks team and a beacon for the AI community advocating for openness and sharing.
As we continue to explore the evolving AI landscape, let's turn our attention to a breakthrough in AI image generators reported by LiveScience.com. MIT scientists have made a significant advancement, making these generators 30 times faster. It's yet another step forward in making AI more accessible and efficient. LiveScience.com reports that MIT scientists have developed a groundbreaking technique called distribution matching distillation, DMD, that accelerates popular AI image generators like DALL-E 3 and Stable Diffusion by an astonishing 30 times. This advancement condenses what was a 100-stage process into a single step, making image generation significantly faster without sacrificing quality.
That's an incredible leap in efficiency, John. By teaching new AI models to mimic the behavior of existing diffusion models through DMD, these scientists have created smaller, leaner AI models capable of generating high-quality images much more quickly.
The potential applications for this are vast. From content creation to real-time image processing, this development could revolutionize how we use AI for visual tasks. And the fact that it maintains, if not surpasses, the quality of the original images is just remarkable.
Exactly, Joanne. The process behind this involves two key components: regression loss, which organizes images based on similarity to speed up learning, and distribution matching loss, ensuring the generated images reflect their real-world likelihood. This combination not only speeds up the process, but also minimizes the generation of outlandish images.
And let's not forget the significant reduction in computational power required. Where traditional diffusion models needed up to 100 steps of iterative refinement, DMD achieves similar results in a single step. This could greatly reduce the barriers to entry for using advanced AI models, especially in terms of computational costs.
This development could be a game changer in industries where speed and efficiency in image generation are critical. The ability to quickly create content without heavy computational demands opens up new possibilities for innovation and creativity.
Indeed, and it's a testament to the ongoing research and development in the field of AI. By pushing the boundaries of what's possible, MIT scientists are leading the way in making AI more accessible and practical for a wider range of applications.
As we continue to see advancements like DMD, it's exciting to think about the future of AI and how it will continue to transform our interactions with technology, particularly in creative and design-focused fields.
Absolutely, Jessica. It's advancements like these that underscore the importance of research and innovation in AI. The impact on efficiency, cost, and the creative process could be profound, reshaping how we approach image generation and potentially other areas of AI application.
With that in mind, let's pivot to our next topic from MIT News. They're discussing how large language models use a surprisingly simple mechanism to retrieve some stored knowledge. Another fascinating peek into the inner workings of AI technology. Stay tuned for that insight. MIT News reports on a fascinating discovery by researchers at MIT and other institutions about the inner workings of large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT. These LLMs often use a surprisingly simple linear function to retrieve and decode stored knowledge, a finding that contradicts the complex nature these models are known for.
That's intriguing, John. This linear function enables the AI to apply the same decoding process for similar types of facts, simplifying the way it accesses stored information. This could potentially streamline how LLMs are programmed and interacted with.
The researchers' technique, known as distribution matching distillation, could be a game changer. Not only does it make the model more efficient, but it also opens up possibilities for correcting inaccuracies within the AI, reducing the likelihood of it providing false or nonsensical answers.
Exactly, Joanne. It's fascinating how this study shows that even when an AI model answers a prompt incorrectly, it often still has the correct information stored. This discovery could lead to more reliable and accurate AI models in the future.
And there's potential here for better understanding and improving AI safety. By knowing where and how knowledge is stored, scientists could find ways to ensure that AI models are less likely to generate harmful content.
This research also provides insight into the attribute lens, a tool that visualizes where specific information is stored within a model. It's a step towards making AI's thought processes more transparent and comprehensible to researchers and developers.
The implications for AI development are vast. As we look to integrate AI more deeply into various sectors, understanding the simplicity underlying the complexity could help us harness these tools more effectively and ethically.
It's also a reminder of the importance of continued exploration and questioning in the field of AI. Just when we think we understand how these models work, new research like this shows us there's still much to learn.
And with support from institutions like Open Philanthropy and the Israeli Science Foundation, It's clear there's a strong commitment within the scientific community to unlocking these mysteries. This research could very well pave the way for the next generation of AI models.
As AI continues to evolve, studies like these are crucial for ensuring that its development is both innovative and responsible. Now let's turn our attention to Newser's report on the next job AI is targeting, a testament to the technology's growing impact across different sectors. Newser reports on a groundbreaking AI development by a 2-month-old startup, Cognition AI, which has introduced Devin, dubbed as the first AI software engineer. Funded by Peter Thiel's venture capital, Devin can write code, collaborate with coworkers, accept feedback, and even moonlight on Upwork, performing tasks that go beyond the capabilities of traditional AI copilots.
That's a significant leap forward in AI capabilities. Unlike most AI that operates based on probability, Devin uses machine learning to reason. This shift towards reasoning could redefine the potential applications of AI in software development and beyond.
The implications for the job market, particularly for entry-level software engineering positions, could be profound. Generative AI like Devin has the potential to automate tasks typically assigned to human engineers, raising concerns about job displacement in the tech industry.
Certainly, Joanne. There's also a sentiment in the developer community, as expressed by Kyle Shevlin, that this focus on replacing human jobs with AI could be misguided. He suggests that the capabilities of AI could instead be directed towards solving significant societal problems, like curing cancers or making tax preparation free.
It's a valid concern. The advancement in AI opens up a debate on how we choose to leverage this technology. Should the focus be on replacing human jobs, or could we aim for a collaborative model where AI assists humans in achieving more ambitious goals?
And let's not overlook the freelance market. Devin has already completed a paid task on Upwork, showcasing its capabilities in real-world applications. This could signal a shift in how freelance work, especially in software development, is approached and executed.
It's clear that the potential for AI like Devin is vast, not just in software development, but across various disciplines. As Cognition AI's CEO Scott Wu mentioned, code is just the beginning. The challenge will be in navigating these advancements responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely, John. The conversation around AI advancements like Devin is as much about technological innovation as it is about societal impact. How we integrate these technologies into our industries and lives will determine their ultimate benefit or detriment.
This development underscores the need for ongoing dialogue between technologists, policymakers, and the public to ensure that AI serves to enhance human capabilities and solve pressing challenges, rather than exacerbating existing societal divides.
As we contemplate the future of AI in our workforce and society, let's shift our focus to a topic by Euronews that explores the myth that regulation stifles innovation. Another crucial conversation as we navigate the advancements and implications of AI technology. In this closing piece from Euronews, Michael Bunk challenges the myth that regulation stifles innovation. Highlighting the significant role of regulation in channeling innovation responsibly, Bunk advocates for collaboration between governments, tech companies, and other stakeholders to ensure AI's benefits are harnessed ethically and effectively.
It's an important conversation, John. The Brussels effect illustrates how the EU's regulatory standards often set a global precedent, influencing markets worldwide. This power comes with a responsibility to ensure these regulations protect and benefit society as a whole.
And the concerns around AI regulation are particularly pressing. From deepfakes to AI bias, the potential for harm is significant. Bunk emphasizes the need for regulations to be more proactive, identifying challenges early to prevent harmful outcomes, rather than trying to address them retrospectively.
Indeed, the discussion around AI and regulation isn't just about preventing misuse. It's about shaping a future where technology uplifts humanity. Bonk argues for more balanced and diverse representation in regulatory discussions, ensuring all voices are heard and considered.
That's crucial, John. By involving a wider range of perspectives, we can develop regulations that not only protect society, but also foster innovation in a way that's beneficial to all. This approach ensures that technological advances serve the public interest and support democratic values.
Bunk also points out that there's no opting out of AI, making it imperative that regulation protects everyone. This includes looking out for those who may not have a voice in the discussion, ensuring that the benefits and protections of technology are universally applied.
As we conclude this episode, Bonk's insights remind us of the delicate balance between fostering innovation and ensuring that it's done within a framework that protects and benefits society. Regulation, when done right, does not stifle innovation, but rather directs it towards more meaningful and responsible use.
This discussion is a fitting end to our episode, underscoring the importance of ethical considerations in the development and deployment of AI. It's a reminder that technology should enhance our lives, support democracy, and uphold human rights.
Thank you to all our viewers and presenters for engaging with us on these critical topics. As AI continues to evolve, let's keep the conversation going, ensuring that we're building a future where technology serves humanity's best interests.
Absolutely. And that wraps up our episode. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We look forward to bringing you more insights into the world of AI technology in our next episode. Stay curious, stay informed.